is everyone? You didn't know I smoked a pipe, did you? I've got quite a collection of pipes. They have different reasons, each of them, for the pipes that I got. Got one up in Canada. Got one for an anniversary. Got a big one for an anniversary, Christmas, birthday. I had to show the wizard. I had to bring the wizard on. Maybe that would be nice. Barron Landscapes. I'm pointing up to where there is no banner. And there's no banner because we've got this thing here, because we have a seminar coming up. And so we're set up partially for that seminar that's coming up week after next. How is everyone tonight? I hope you're all doing really well. I know that we have some people come in during the live show, and I know we have some people watch after the live show, and I know we haven't been on every week, so your scheduling is thrown off. Some people don't even know it's Friday. And it is Friday, by the way. Barron Landscapes will always be Fridays, just not every single Friday like we were there at the beginning of this thing. This is episode 30. So yes, it is December 4th. And in 2 days, it's Athena's birthday. So everybody that sees this, December 6th is Athena's birthday. And go on Facebook on her timeline and wish her a happy birthday. Don't do it on my timeline, because last year it just knocked my timeline crazy. So it is Friday again. Still, I don't know. 2020 has been such a strange, befuddling year. Maybe it's all Friday. So speaking of Friday, I'm going to set this down over here. This is a pipe, by the way. This is a really nice pipe that Athena got for me. Do you remember where you got that? Spokane. Yeah. We were at the flour mill, and that's before Milo died. And he used to mix up a special tobacco for me called Magic. He named it after me. It's a beautiful blend. And Athena, I was looking at this pipe, drooling it. And I think, honestly, Athena had been over at the bead store prior to coming in to see how I was getting on with my discussion with Milo at the pipe and tobacconeer store. And she said, I'm done at the bead store, and I was looking at a pipe longingly, gazing. And she said, if you want it, you should get it. Gentlemen, ladies, if your spouse comes in wherever you are after shopping, and you are looking longingly at anything, doesn't have to be a pipe, if you're looking longingly at anything, pick the most expensive, best anything you can find. Just watch their faces. It's a $250 pipe.
I spent more on the meerschaum.
You did spend a lot more on the meerschaum. I'll bring that one on. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. It is Friday. We are set up for a seminar, so we don't have our Barron Landscapes, hashtag Barron Landscapes sign up there right now. That'll be back. It won't be back every week. Every week is just not something I can do. I think we're going to go on every other week schedule and every 2 week schedule. I'll put the schedule out. You'll know in advance. Just print that out, put it on your refrigerator, and you'll know in advance which Friday Barron Landscapes is going to be on, and which Friday is going to just be a Barron Landscape Friday. I hope you got the nuances there. Hello, grandchildren. I don't know which ones you're going to watch. I know Dolly may not be. Is she with her daddy still, or she's with her daddy? So Dolly and Daddy maybe. Well, hi, Dolly. I love you so much. And Victoria and Alex and Blake and Emerson and... Okay, you got me. Don't help me. Jared and Jackson and all of you. All
Becca and LJ.
And Becca and LJ, the oldest ones. I forgot the oldest ones. Hello, grandchildren who might or might not be watching the show. We're a country divided. Can you believe that? Two very distinct groups of people. I'm not talking about the election. I'm not talking about politics at all. Two very distinct groups of people divided by a little piece of cloth, by a little sterilized piece of paper. We're a country shut down because people don't want to wear a mask. That little piece of cloth has turned into a political, a religious, a psychological, and a sociological issue. This is the time, if ever there was a time, for me to get that master's in psychology. Because my thesi, that would be the plural of thesis, because why write just one when you've lived through 2020? My thesi are going to just virtually write themselves. If you're wondering about the headwear, I'll get to that in just a moment. I want to share something with you. The last show, week before last, the last show we did, I showed you Detroit agate, or Fordite. And that's the paint that wraps around the pipes in the painting pits at Ford factories up in Detroit. And I told you about how it started out as being like worth nothing. It was just garbage. And how over time, because it could be worked, it could be turned into jewelry, some pieces selling for more than $2,000, and it gained value. And now it's quite expensive to buy Detroit agate. So this is another case of trash to treasure. And it's a bunch of glass from a place called Glass Beach. The majority of glass in here is from Glass Beach. And that is a place that Athena and I, just going to set that over there. You can keep your eye on it if you want. It doesn't do anything. It's not magic. It's just the demonstration model. Glass Beach is just a quick stop on the shore of, was that Oregon or California?
California.
Babe? California. And you pull in, you learn a little bit about the town, and you go down to Glass Beach. And Glass Beach was a trash dump. It was where the entire town, way back when, dumped their garbage right into the ocean. It's just a little hollowed out cove, and they dumped all their garbage there. The papers, the plastics, the refuse, even most of the metal has now either washed away or broken down. Plastic breaks down into little tiny bits. It's still there, but you can't see it. But the beach is named and famous for the glass. So everybody goes to Glass Beach, and they collect glass off of the shore and out of the rocks and out of the crevices. And it's polished. It's polished glass because the waves and the sand just beaten on it polish it. A lot of people turn it into jewelry. I set it into walking sticks. Athena uses it for wraps and all kinds of other crafty things. Excuse me. Come on, do it with me. It's a wet cough. You didn't think I was going to miss out. I almost forgot last time. Almost forgot to cough. Those waves and that sand pounding and beating that glass takes that glass and turns it from a piece of broken, shard garbage into something lovely to behold and something that you can create with. And so my reminder to you tonight is that it's kind of 2020, and with all of us, it is beating us into a treasure. Those of us that push on. But now, keep in mind, there are a lot of people that are thriving and doing well, but there are a lot of people that are not doing well. About 8 million people at the end of this month, at the end of December, about 8 million people are looking at getting eviction notices. If we can't turn around a moratorium and extend that, it was already shortened. It was supposed to be first of the year, but they shortened it to December. And so remember, not everybody is doing as well. And so be a little more kind in your approach. I try. You guys know me, man. I am what you see I am. And so I may on occasion get a little harsh, but I'm empathic. I feel you. And help people through this time. If you're one of the people being polished, then we'll help you through. Batshit Crazy is the theme tonight. Are they coming in?
Not yet.
Okay, well, hopefully they'll figure out that the feed is gone.
I let them know there's going to be a new feed.
Oh, you were able to post on it?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. Okay, something strange going
Chris
on
is
tonight.
here.
It's 2020. 2020. Batshit Crazy. Tonight's theme is Batshit Crazy, and I chose Batshit Crazy. This is a hat that I got. Athena got me this hat when we were going through the Crystal Caves. You take a little trolley down through the caves, and I felt Yeah, I was wearing my Batman shirt too, but that has nothing to do with this. That was accidental. I felt that I needed some sort of costume to go down exploring underground. And when they said, well, there are bats there, I got a bat hat at the gift shop and wore my bat hat on the tour. And I think the bats liked it. I think the bats found me copacetic. This is a skunk hat. And I don't remember where the skunk hat came from. But it's a gift. I'm so sorry. Somebody gave me my skunk hat, and I don't. It was supposed to be like a joke on Daniel Boone, but it stinks, or Davy Crockett or someone. But
I think it was for doing regs that stink.
it might have been stinky regs. Might have been for doing stinky regs. In fact, I bet it was for a gaming commission, talking about regs that stink. Batshit crazy. It's a real thing. It's not what we're going during the pandemic, or not what we're going through during the pandemic, but batshit crazy is something that happens when you go visit bat caves with lots of guano. And it's not because the poop stinks. It's because the bacteria in the air get into your nasal passages and into your respiratory, and they can go up and eat your brain. And that's batshit crazy. And that's actually not scientific. If you want to know batshit crazy, look it up. It'll tell you about the guano and the bats and all that kind of stuff. The vaccine has been delayed, which I think we probably could have seen coming. We've got about roughly 300 million people in the United States. Pfizer is not just serving the United States. They're trying to get the vaccine out globally. And they just found out that they can't produce and they can't distribute as much vaccine the first run as they thought they could. So it's delayed, it's not ended, and in the meantime we've got other companies working on vaccines. You really don't know which vaccine that you can get. We've got the Cornell vaccine, we've got the Pfizer vaccine, we've got the Bayer Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Kaiser Permanente.
So, you know, we don't know. And as long as they're tested, as long as we see those in charge, our leaders, taking the vaccine, why not? If the scientists say it's safe, if the doctors say it's safe, let's get that done. So we've got some friends doing some amazing things these days. People are pivoting. And I think we've talked, these, by the way, this is a set of rubber bands, and I got these really cheap. Online deals are amazing these days. I got these rubber bands really cheap. I think I know why. I think it's because they've got this big hole in the center of them. And so I got them really cheap. There's quite a mark off on them. They're still rubber bands and they work just fine, except they have soft spots, and so they kind of travel through each other. It's unfortunate, but you know, it looks kind of like that. But I got them for cheap. I used to keep these on my wrist, and I found out last year, right about this time, at a Christmas party. Remember what those were? We used to go and perform at Christmas parties or go to Christmas parties. I had it on my wrist, which is where I used to keep my rubber bands that I do magic with. And when I went to pull the rubber bands off of my wrist, I found out that old guys grow an awful lot of hair around their wrists. And it's really hard to do amazing magic as you're thinking about how painful pulling all the hair out of your wrist was prior to doing the trick, picking the hair off of the rubber bands. But a lot of you are doing amazing things. You're pivoting. You're getting into this new normal. And this is, don't wait for a new normal. I'm waiting for the new normal. Don't wait for a new normal. We've got to create a new normal every single day. Every day is our new normal. And we've got to flow with it. We've got to be able to sort of bend into it. We're going to have rough days. We're going to have good days. This is, for right now, this is our normal. Why wait for something that's not here and might not be here for a couple months, a couple years? Let's have new normal every single freaking day. So welcome to the new normal. We'll get through this. Just be the water. These are just new rules. And one of the most important new rules that I've read to play under is there are no rules. I want to finish. I have been putting this off for about 3 weeks now, winding this coil up, and it's just been sitting over here. And tonight Athena and I went ahead and stretched it out in the house, and now it's all wound up and out of my way. There are no rules. If every day is a new normal and you don't have anything to do other than sleep in till noon, sleep in till noon. I set my emails on automatic. They go out at 9 a.m. no matter what I do. So I don't have to be up at 6 or 7 a.m. or 8 or 9 or noon. I can be up whenever I want. If I have mail to get out, I have to get the mail out. I can do that when I choose. There are no rules right now. Whatever is going to get you through this, do it. There, I just made your rules for you. There are no rules. Everybody stay sane. Everybody stay healthy. I hope you all made it over here to the broadcast that actually ended up working. When this goes on to YouTube, what I'm going to do is clip them together. And I'll edit them together, and it'll be one whole show again. Yay! So stay sane, stay healthy. Thanks to Brian Anderson for the opening music. Thanks to Rand Woodbury and the group in the audience for our closing music. Thanks for hanging out with us, Monkey. Thank you, Rubber Bands. Thank you, SCSU. Thank you guys very much. We love you from our house to your house. We love you. Stay safe, stay sane. Keep it together.